G'day everyone. I'm just throwing this as an intro to all of these videos I'm about to upload. These are all spearfishing info videos from Patreon. The Patreon people that I spoke with said they wouldn't mind if these eventually went on YouTube. There's about 9 hours of spearfishing info stuff. Nothing fancy, just me talking to a GoPro on various topics, but it will probably help quite a few new divers because there's like 9 hours of just absolute... I cover everything I've sort of ever learned in the scene. With regards to me spearfishing, probably not a reality at the moment. I was just diagnosed with a disorder called ME a few years back. Stupidly tried to hide it. Shouldn't have actually, because if I come out with these things I can help other people that are struggling through them. But yeah, I haven't even been able to make this video for the last 4 days because I've been and now yeah, I've got enough energy today. But yeah, you can watch the Future of Aquatic Rehab spearfishing video if you want to know more on that. For anyone that wants to help me through this, I will put my PayPal in here. Feel free if you think you're getting value out of this, because sort of everything helps with this. But otherwise, no pressure. Just go out and send us pictures of the fish that you're smashing. And yeah, hope you guys get some info. G'day crew. So this video here is I'm sort of driving home the fact, I may have talked about it in the past, but this is a really good video to showcase it. Talking about if you shoot a snapper, if you're not sure on the shot, or if the flopper's hanging out, you're only holding on by a tiny piece of skin, even on big fish, if you don't put any pressure on them, just completely get rid of pressure, the fish will go and hole up, and then you can go and land them. But if you put pressure on them, they'll fight and then they'll rip off. So this is a bit of footage from early spring. Quite a sort of sharky spot in here. We set up a whole bunch of kinner and then came back ages later. Didn't actually plan to go back. Big snap there. Hit it, and those rubbers, they were replacement rubbers that I borrowed, and they weren't for that gun. So they were weak. Shark's already on this fish, so that doesn't help. And at some point here, I noticed that the flopper is actually hanging out the back of the fish. So what you'll see is I'm fighting this fish, and that shark's still hanging around, which is a real pain in the ass, and that was getting me real. I was thinking, oh, this is just a complete failure because it's a bad shot. So what normally I'd be fighting hard here, but you can see what I'm doing is I'm giving it line. I'm giving it as much line as I can. I'm just trying to swim as hard as I can up to the fish, and I'm pulling line off that reel, and I'm trying not to let the fish feel my pull there. If it looks tight, it's because I'm trying to catch up with it, and there's a bit of current pushing onto the line there. So yeah, normally I'd sort of have them in my arms by now, but that one there you can definitely see I've noticed that the flopper's hanging at the top. The fish is swimming over here, and my goal is basically to push the flopper through somehow. And the fish is just feeling that spear's in there. There's no pressure on it, you can see the line moving back and forward. And the fish goes and lies down on the top of the reef here, shallow water. This is a big snapper, like lying right down on the top of the reef with holding on by 1 centimeter of flesh. And the flopper is right. So if that fish just went for it, it would just rip out easily. So now I'm thinking, okay, I've got to dive down and get this thing. My heart was going crazy. There's sharks around. How am I going to approach it? Its eye it's going to see me when I come down. I've got to try to push this thing in. You know, it's a big fish, and I don't really want to, you know, just watch it swim away wounded, or I obviously wanted to land it. So all that shit's going through my mind, so heart's going racing, so I can't dive down on it straight away. And then I start to second guess myself. I think maybe that white that I saw wasn't the flopper coming out. Maybe it was just a big hole, and it was a good as gold shot, and I don't have to worry. I'm just being too cautious. So yeah, long story short, trying to chill out, get the heart rate down because my heart was hammering. And what I should have done is approach it from a better angle. I should have moved more over to the right hand side here and come in
from the back and really just reamed it through. But about here I notice, oh crap, the flopper's not all the way through, and the fish is straight up and off. And look at what it's holding on by there, just absolutely nothing. So now I've missed my chance to push the spear through because it's got up so quickly. I thought I might have been able to get away with it. I'm just basically going, oh, crap, let all this line go. Don't get caught in the kelp. Don't get caught in the kelp. He's taken off around the corner. I'm just basically hoping, and I'm just assuming at this point that that fish is just ripped off down through here and he's gone. And especially if it's gotten into a bit of kelp there. So, yeah, now I'm back to the surface, just going, oh crap, I just seen how bad that was, how that flop was hanging out like that. And, you know, just hoping that the line didn't get caught on a bit of kelp. And, you know, how far away is this fish now, even if he's still on? I do have to go search through all this weed, and how deep is it down through that gutter there? And I'm blooming, you know, so full of adrenaline. So, fast forward, shark's cruising around still, which isn't doing me any favors. And where do I say? Takes quite a long time for me to really chill out and really be what I think is ready to dive. So here, yeah, basically just making my way down the line to follow the line and get really lucky here. You can see the fish there. Actually just found the closest hole and it's just sitting in it. And then boom, I push the spear right the way through. The sound was going there, but you hear it go right the way through. And landed. So yeah, I've had this multiple times, multiple fish where it's a bad shot, it might be a crazy long shot or something, and you just give them, if they feel a spear in them and there's no pressure on them, they'll just completely go 20 meters from the shot, lay down, and lie down in the weed there and basically give up. So very, very handy tip. I'm sure that if a lot more people knew this, then a lot more snapper would be landed on those bad shots. Because I've had several, and a few that we've put on Instagram as well, like really long cannon shots on fish in total open blue water, like crazy stuff, and hit it really high, and then just think there's no way I'm landing it. Let everything go, let the whole rig go, and then find the fish 20 meters away. The real hard thing is the approach on them. You have to sort of be really stealthy, and that's why I like to really chill out before I make my approach and push that spear back through. So yeah, if it's a bad shot, let them run, let them hole up, and then make your plan from there. So yeah, I hope you guys got some good info from this one. Let us know what you want for the next one, and just direct message us, and more ideas would be epic. So cheers.